Hello guys, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Hope RBI. As you guys know, I have circulated a very important news over the Telegram channel, and you guys also might have seen the videos from Akash Jadhav sir or Sushil Rigde sir regarding the RBI Grade B examination. So the phase 1 of RBI Grade B examination is expected to be held on the second week of April, and the mains examination, the phase 2, is expected to be held on the third week of May. So you roughly have almost 60 days for your phase 1 and about 90 days for your phase 2. So in this particular video, I'm going to talk about how I'm going to strategize my 60 days for my preparation for the phase 1 as well as for phase 2, because as you know that the level of examination is very difficult and you need a comprehensive strategy for both phase 1 as well as for phase 2 examination. Plus, you know that I have my SBI interview lined up, and I was not able to make much videos on the YouTube, but my final goal, my ultimate goal is the RBI Grade B examination. So that is why I have made this video. It is very much important for you guys to strategize as per your own aptitude, as per your own need, because the time is very less and there is a lot of stuff to cover. So let's start with the general awareness first. You know, you have to do a comprehensive study for general awareness for phase 1 as well as for phase 2, because the questions that were asked in general awareness in 2021 were mostly that could have been asked in the phase 2 examination. For example, the question regarding the government schemes were asked in the phase 1 examination, which is generally a part of ESI section in phase 2. Then the questions from union budget or economic survey was asked, which is usually also the part of ESI section of phase 2. Then the questions from RBI notifications was asked, which is generally a section of finance in phase 2. So all of these things are important for you to cover comprehensively for phase 1 as well now, because the level has been increased. So that is why you have to dedicate these 60 days in covering GA very comprehensively, so that not only your phase 1 preparation is done, but your phase 2 preparation is also done for your objective portion. And regarding this 60 days, regarding 60 days, you almost have rest of the month of February and whole month of March. And the month of April, that starting from 1st April, I don't recommend you to read the new sources. You only have to revise from 1st of April, because revision is the key in this exam. You only have to revise what you have read in the February or March, or previously if you have been preparing for this examination beforehand. So from April 1st, just focus your energy into attempting as much mocks as you can for phase 1. Most of the mocks for phase 1 should be attempted after April 1st, and just revise GA. Revise GA as much as you can, cram all the data, understand the concepts. Each and everything should be covered from April 1st till the date of the examination, which is approximately in the second week of April. So you have to be very much comprehensive about the mocks after 1st April. Talking about the February and March, you have to cover GA of at least 5 months. This is at least 5 months of GA is very much essential. If you have covered already about 6 to 7 months or 8 months or 9 months of GA, that is well and good. Nobody is going to stop you from doing that. But if you haven't done it and if you're just starting, 5 months GA is essential for you to do. And how you are preparing for GA, understand everything. Cram all the data, understand why the news happened, how the news happened, what were the factors that were responsible for the news to happen, and what is the data which is given in the news. Each and everything you have to cover comprehensively. I have shared multiple sources with you guys in the GA strategy video. You can check that video out also. And Affairs Cloud, which is the most important source, is very essential for all the students because it is a very comprehensive guide. Just cover Affairs Cloud daily, even if you don't find time to cover the monthly compilation of Affairs Cloud. I'm not talking about the monthly compilation of the question and answers. There is a PDF of, MCQs, monthly MCQs for Affairs Cloud. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the content PDF, that is in which each and every news is explained in depth. That is what you are required to cover for your phase 1 as well as for phase 2 examination, and cover everything. Reports and indices, which are very much important. The important reports, for example, your economic survey, your budget, the government schemes which are recently in news, or the government schemes which are mentioned in these documents, economic survey and budget. Very important from examination point of view. And everything that has been mentioned, that is very much important for your examination. The financial awareness, very much important for not only phase 2 of the finance of the phase 2, I'm sorry, and but also for the phase 1 GA. So you have to cover Affairs Cloud very much comprehensively, and 5 months are a must for you to cover. Next is your quant reasoning and English. Start following good sources for quant reasoning and English because the level is very much difficult. It is at par with the level of the mains examinations or of banking or the CAT examination. So for quantitative aptitude, I've shared various sources in the strategy video, in the subject specific strategy videos. You can check those out. And for quantitative aptitude, very important book, that is Quantum CAT by Sarvesh K. Verma. Start doing everything from today or tomorrow if you are serious for this examination from this book. This book has level 1 question, level 2 question, level 3 questions, and these are difficulty levels. You can practice level 2 and level 3 questions for your conceptual clarity, as well as the practice for the difficult questions. So it is very much important for you to cover the quantum cat. For the reasoning section, I recommend you guys to attempt as much mocks as you can, because whenever you are attempting mocks, you are mainly focused on which questions you are required to do in your final examination and which questions you are needed to skip. Because consider you face a puzzle in the examination which is almost very big. It is about 3 to 4 variables are given, and you have to do a sitting arrangement, and blood relations are also given there. So it is a very big puzzle for everyone. Every aspirant will find difficulty in attempting this kind of puzzle. So if you encounter such puzzle in the mock test as well, you will be able to decide that no, I'm not going to do that kind of thing in the final examination. So mocks will help you cover the reasoning portion very much comprehensively, and mocks will help you cover the portions which you are going to select for your examination, be it your directions or your puzzles, whatever kind of things that you are actually going to attempt in your examination. Don't waste time doing the puzzles, don't waste time doing the questions which you are not going to attempt in the final examinations from the mocks. Okay, now if we talk about the English section, it's very easy section, but you guys might find it difficult regarding the comprehensive abilities or the jumbled characteristics or whatever kind of questions which are difficult, which you can obviously find in the mocks. So you can also strategize for English as well, but try to score as much in English and general awareness as you can, because at the end you will be able to decide how your phase 1 is going to be. So that is why mocks are very, very important for you. Cover everything very much comprehensively, and if you have been preparing for this exam for a while now, that is very good for you. The next thing is the phase 2. In these 60 days, you not only have to concentrate on the phase 1, but you also need to clear about 80% of the syllabus of phase 2 as well, because you have to be mains ready before the preliminary examination. So what I am going to recommend is try doing the things which you haven't done till date for the examination right now in these 60 days for your phase 2 examination preparation. So if we talk about the management section, let's say management section, then finance section, and then economic and social issues section. So for management section, try covering it first, because it will take almost 10 to 15 days for you to cover the whole management section even comprehensively, because it is very easy to understand. The language is very easy. The sources that I've discussed with you, shared with you, are very, very easy to understand, very important from the examination point of view as well. You will be able to even prepare for the descriptive portion as well. So you can cover management in 10 to 15 days. Try to cover management first, and after that try going on to the finance section, because this section is very much practical. Whatever you are going to read in the syllabus of the finance section, be it your bonds, shares, debentures, or the regulatory bodies, or role of corporate governance, or whatever kind of thing, risk management, everything that you are going to study in this particular section will be very much important for you to understand the language of any financial newspaper that you are reading. And most importantly, you have to cover the financial newspaper for the descriptive section. You don't need to cover much in-depth analysis of any financial newspaper. Just an editorial section would be enough for your examination. And when you are covering the finance section, be aware that every term that you read, everything that you read must be comprehensible, must be understood by you very, very carefully for the final examination. So finance is very important. The next thing is your ESI section. Try covering the ESI section static also. You can cover this ESI static in these 60 days as well, because the current affairs are already covering about 60 to 70% thing that is to be asked in the examination already. So if you are preparing for the current affairs, 60 to 70% of ESI is already done. The rest of 30 to 40% of ESI is to be done in this particular time period after covering the management and finance section. If you feel like some of the sections are very difficult for you to understand at that particular point of time, you can leave it, and but you have to cover it after the phase 1, because there is very less time between the phase 1 and phase 2, and you have to do a lot of revision as well. So try dedicating this particular time between phase 1 and phase 2 in revision, rather than understanding very big chunk of the new things that you haven't studied already. So that is the main idea behind these 60 days, that you have to cover maximum syllabus in this time and strategize these things accordingly. Okay, if you have preparing for this examination for quite a while, uh, it is very good for you. You don't need to worry about these things. You only have to revise, revise, and revise. But if you haven't prepared for this exam and you are starting from scratch, you have to dedicate most amount of time in the phase 2 examination, and for phase 1 also you need to divide the time in a certain limit. I have discussed my daily time table on this channel already, so you can check my daily timetable in the iCard flashing right in front of you, or from the playlist on my YouTube channel. So you can get the idea of how you can divide your time daily in order to cover each and every aspect very much comprehensively for your examination, because the time is very less and you have to be very serious. Please stop wasting time on any social media app if you are using, even Telegram, because I've seen students who waste almost a day, almost a full day on Telegram, just searching for things and not doing anything productive at all. Don't be like that. You have to be very much sincere for the preparation that you are doing, because RBI Grade B is not an easy job, an easy task to achieve. It requires your whole self, and to be able to do that, you have to, you know, set apart your boundaries. You have to create a box around yourself, that I have to do these things, these productive things, for being this one day, for being an RBI Grade B officer one day. So you have to cover these 60 days very much comprehensively. Don't waste time at all. Don't watch wasteful videos on YouTube at all. Just watch the things that you feel you are comfortable with seeing, or which are adding into your preparation, which are actually changing your perspective about the preparation. This video, if it is going too long, you can also watch it on 2x speed. That is always recommended, because time is very much crucial for you guys, and for me as well, because this examination is my ultimate dream, and that is why I created this channel, to share my experiences, to be able to connect with you guys, and to be able to prepare for this examination very honestly. So try doing that. Avoid social media for these 60 days. Concentrate yourself towards the goal, which is the RBI Grade B examination, and don't take phase 1 lightly. I'm telling you this, even if you are phase 2 ready already, don't take phase 1 lightly, because if you are not past phase 1, there will be no use of you being ready of phase 2. Okay, so that is what I'm going to end my video on. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any doubts, comment down below. After my interview is over, I will be answering each and every comment of yours, and I hope that this session was beneficial for you guys. Share as much as you can, so that every person who is preparing for this exam might feel beneficial. To summarize, you have to cover GA comprehensively, you have to cover quant, reasoning, and English also comprehensively, cover good sources, try to take as much mocks as you can, and cover a maximum chunk of your ESI, finance, and management, so that after phase 1 you would not be able to worry about these sections, and almost 70 to 80% of your syllabus has already been done before the phase 1. So that is what the ultimate goal of these 60 days should be. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day.